Morning has mourned. And here we are. Broken, yeah, I guess so. And so you can all take a long rest.
Sick.
When you look around, Jin, when you kind of go outside, the light is now kind of glimmering. Is that a word? I'm going to go for it. It's glimmering off the door, that kind of golden door. And you see a bit more of the building now in terms of, because it's a bit more light now than it was when you turned up. This is a prison structure, so there's no low windows or anything like that. It looks incredibly solid as a structure. There is sentry towers, 4 of them to be precise, although you wouldn't see all of them at once. You just see the kind of 2 on the main corners. And it's mostly circular, but a bit more of an octagon, to be honest with you, this shape of building. The roof itself looks kind of like almost molded together out of these large kind of like darkened red rocks, and they kind of look, I guess volcanic in nature, you would call them. What do you guys want to do?
Jim, what's the plan?
I don't know.
I mean, it's kind of your vibe, so...
maybe we should scout the place out from a distance, see if there's any guards, see if there's any passageways that look less busy.
There was cheering at night from inside, which is probably not a good thing.
Sounds ominous.
What do we do when we get in there, though? Where are we going? What are we finding?
I'm kind of hoping my COVID senses will kick in and guide us to a lady. Airdrie. Is it Airdrie?
Airdrie, yeah.
Can I send my little brownie dragon to have a little fly around and see what I can see?
Can do, yeah. So go ahead, roll me perception.
What did we call it in the end?
I can't remember.
We gave it a name, didn't we?
We did give it a name.
Little thing.
I remember what it was. Call it cinnamon.
Cinnamon, that's
I'm
cute.
gonna send cinnamon out to go and have a
Okay,
little
cool. So
look.
roll a perception check with Cinnamon's bonuses, please. Classic Cinnamon.
You can understand common and speak common, apparently.
Speak common?
Well, it says languages, Sylvan and common. Hello. So I'm guessing it could speak.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay. Hey guys!
I don't know how something made of cake would speak, really.
Kill me! Like it'd be proper like...
Yeah, I feel like it's just off its
Your sugar.
It's
like an ADHD child.
It says it's got a sugary diet. It feeds on sugary and chocolatey sweets, and it's mischievous, so it's going to be a pain in the dick, isn't it?
Okay.
Right. What am I rolling? Perception.
Perception, please. Perception.
Is that... What of the main 6 is that?
It's...
Intelligence?
I think it's wisdom,
Wisdom.
Yeah.
So plus 2. 19.
Well, actually, I can tell you.
It is wisdom.
It is wisdom.
It is, yeah, wisdom.
19.
19, pretty good. Okay, cool. So, no thanks, mate.
Yeah,
I'll come and get mine some easies with those, where I can't read.
So you scout around. The only thing that you'd get, which kind of you don't already understand, based on the shape of the building and what Jin's kind of told you based on scouting out the formation of the roof and things like that, is a little kobold sat on their own, kind of at the other side of the building. Actually, if we look at the map that's on the screen, you guys are on the west, so closer to the southeast, sort of like bottom corner of the island. You see a singular kobold sat there, and he's kind of smoking a little something and just sat there on his own.
Is this what Cinnamon sees? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, Cinnamon's not going to interact because I haven't told him to do any of that. I've just told him to come back and tell us. So.
Well, he is spotted.
Oh, okay.
And so the kobold looks over.
What does the kobold do?
And shouts. Does it understand Draconic?
No, common and Sylvan.
So that's what it hears.
Okay. I don't know what his voice is. Bye!
And the kobold sort of confusingly waves like.
In fact, before he goes, can he just toss him? Can he conjure a little? What's he going to conjure? A little donut with sprinkles on it, because he can conjure dessert.
Nice.
And just toss it over to the kobold to see what it does.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so the kobold kind of like sees it on the floor and kind of like gets onto all fours and walks over to it a little bit, and then he kind of turns with his butt and he's got his tail and he kind of like starts tapping it with his tail a little bit, and then sniffing it and picks it up and looks suspiciously at Cinnamon, and then sort of like puts it into a little pouch, carries on smoking.
Cool. Let me know if at any point he eats that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get a drink. And
I will do.
Cider spray. Because I cannot just breathe through my nose.
She needs to do a nose spray.
Oh,
I need to do it.
You a snotty gal.
It's my sinuses, they swell up, so it's like a spray that releases the face.
Releases the face.
Oh yeah. Can I please get past that?
So, what do you guys want to do then? It's early morning, you know, we're talking, what is early? 7. Yeah, 7 a.m, that's what we're talking. Fuck me, that's early.
So how close are we to...
I'd like to put my
The wall.
2 pence in and tell you what, I have 0 experience into breaking into anywhere.
Great.
So I'm just going to follow Jim.
You're about 25
Got you back.
feet from the
Thanks,
wall.
Davis.
Can I head towards the wall?
Oh, I
Yeah.
know what I can do. I can do something.
Okay,
I remember what I can do.
hold that thought. Binks, you walking towards the wall.
Yeah,
What
I
are you
want
doing?
to put my Porky's porthole of peering against the wall.
Oh, nice.
Brilliant.
Now,
I'm
this
looking
is-
through the wall.
You see, Kat, that's how you use an inventory.
I don't have anything in my inventory.
Now.
I've had some potions.
I have a hog roast. I'm
Is-
going to pull that out.
Oh, I don't have to be. It says I can look through one solid object or barrier within a range of 30 feet as if it was transparent, so I don't need to get close to the wall.
right, okay, that's fine.
Peach.
It's very important which wall you look at. So, on the map in front of you, if we treat it as, you know, north, east, south, west,
black
as
map.
normal, yeah, which...
Where am I?
You're on the west, so you're kind of on the left-hand side. If I move the
we like
mouse,
here?
you're like there, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a little curly bit coming off the side of it.
Dick.
Yeah, a tiny little black curly bit there. That's where you are.
Pube.
A piob.
Try that.
Yab. Where
It's peach cider. It's under.
Don't.
Oh, no.
What?
I've got a close up.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So there, that's where you
I
are.
want to try it.
On the map.
I'll have a swig.
It's proper sweet. It's just made me go.
Is there any indication as to where I should?
You know the thing is, no,
No?
because
Like, there's nothing that's like, oh, that looks interesting.
I feel
it's
like that.
it's almost like it's purposely bland and boring on the outside.
Okay, then I guess I'll just go to the wall that's closest to me.
Okay, cool.
good.
So the one kind of next
I mean,
to the door.
it's active for a minute, and it's anything that's up to 30 feet away, so I guess I could kind of like
Scan it a little bit.
You know what I mean? It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be like one point.
Okay, so let's say that Binks goes up and sticks this portal of peering like on the kind of wall next to the door.
I don't have to. It's
And
up to 30 feet away, so
What I meant was like
I could have
you
it
can
like
see
with
30
me.
feet. You have to put it. I didn't explain it very well when I gave it to you. Slash wrote about it. But essentially, you have to put it on a wall or an object or something, and you
say
can see.
that.
I know you can see 30 feet from that. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Not just like from 30 feet away. You can see through a wall. So you stick it on the kind of like left-hand part just next to the door, and it reveals a little bit.
Oh!
So, from this part, you see a bunch of things. First and foremost is an entrance hall. So that's the kind of square bit with the 4 things pointing inwards. In there, there's a kind of big desk at the back of the entrance hall, and there's a tiny little kobold kind of like writing something at the desk. He's got a little like a little monocle, and he's wearing a little waistcoat, and he's sort of like writing something.
I can't wait for this to be the nicest place we've ever
As you
visited.
move,
Super friendly.
It's gay spa, isn't it?
it's a gay sauna. As you move round and you go kind of like north, you start to see. Now, let me get this right.
Also, it says it has 2 charges. Is that like 2 charges?
After you've used it
It's
twice,
done.
it's done.
Okay.
Yeah. So for about a minute, you're able to see this stuff basically, and that's why you can see a kind of full, corner. So inside the first kind of corridor, and in a series of rooms next to the first, that's exactly where it is. Yeah. This looks like a series of rooms where people get processed. For imprisonment, so you can see some rooms. Yeah, there's a cavity search room. There's there's a room that's got a chair in the middle with straps on the arms of the chair and a hole in the bottom. There's a corridor which is quite lengthy, and it has prison cells either side of it. So that's the corridor that kind of goes up that way. You see people here. You see a number of prisoners in their cells, and this is a odd variety actually. Some human, some elf. Nothing too spicy in terms of races. And then there's that one kind of purple dot on the map in the square, so properly in the corner now, and it's like a large, I guess, generator type thing. It's quite tall. This is structurally this is in the sentry tower, and it's kind of emitting like a low buzz or hum, and it's got kind of like purplish like electric going up in like a column in the middle of this generator. So that's your first taste, and you get about a minute worth of looking. Have you got any specific questions on the rooms I've described?
Maybe. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Is this here another bit on the outside?
It's just kind of like it's a structure above. It's as if there was like imagine like castles that have walls and
arrow
things.
slits.
Yeah. So there are sentry towers, which, spoiler alert, one of them's that purple dot, and there's 4 of them equally around this place. But there are still other structures which kind of go higher than the first floor and look like they're there for defensive purposes.
I've got like a general question.
Mm-hmm.
Can we still hear that pulsing noise that we heard under the water?
No.
Okay.
No, you heard it in the water.
Right.
And there's no more like sky ships around the outside of this place.
No. It's surrounded by a storm anyway, so it would be difficult. You guys are pretty damn lucky, to be honest, to find a gap in the storm.
That's
Can
how we
I
like it.
see a way in?
Not one that isn't the door.
Is the door guarded?
No.
Did you say there was like lookout points and shit up there?
Yeah, like how many
Yes.
guard-looking koboldy people have I seen?
Well, not that many, to be honest with you. Inside the building, you've not looked like up. Essentially, you're looking at ground level here, so you don't know about if there's guards in the towers or if there's guards up above or whatever. But based on this view that you've had so far on the kind of entrance hall, processing part, and then the first real corridor, not too many guards. There's one that's patrolling up and down that corridor, just walking slowly up and down that corridor. It is to note, though, that this guard, he looks a little bit bigger than a normal kobold. Okay. He's a little bit crocodilian rather than like your classic kobold. He's got large kind of back and shoulders, and at his side is like a kind of long sword that's got like large serrated teeth in the sword itself.
A bone sword with teeth.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's like patrolling up and down that corridor, just walking quite slowly. His tail is thick and muscular.
Girthy.
Can I see a room that's got nobody in that looks like a good place to hide?
Yeah, those processing rooms.
Yeah.
So the ones that are immediately left of the kind of entrance, there's no one in those at the moment.
And you can't. Can I like hear people around them? Like, do they look pretty secure?
You can't see anyone there, hear anyone there. That you're going to assume that they're empty.
I'm going to do something stupid.
Yay!
I'm going to grab Betty's hand.
Oh.
And I'm going to say, find a way in fast! And I'm going to cast Thunderstep and I'm going to teleport me and Betty into one of those rooms.
Nice.
Wow.
Cool.
So there's a crack.
But obviously I'll sculpt it so that it doesn't hurt them too.
Yeah. And Jin and Tavis, you just see these two kind of like and
I've
gone.
said to them, like, find a way in fast!
Yeah.
Because obviously it's going to make a
I was
noise
just
around
going to
them.
Jin and go. So.
Cinnamon will have been in my pocket again, by the
Right.
way.
Okay. Let's go.
Very loose.
ha-
In an apron pocket.
So,
Yep.
Tavis,
Yep.
how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. It's
Should we try and get inside and join those two?
Yeah. I'm just gonna put my ear to a wall and be like. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm not gonna lie.
Did Binks describe any of this in real time, or did she just...
Yeah, I will have been like...
I just went find a way and just fucked off.
I feel like the whole time she's like looking through it, she's like, oh, so there's this guy here and there's this room here.
I'm going to
and-
say you guys do have a description and a kind of. You've not seen it with your own eyes,
But I've been telling
you've
you
got
like
an accurate
where the guards
idea.
are and where the rooms are and stuff like that.
So, I've got an idea, T, but not as spectacular as what Binks just done.
It's better than I was gonna try and grow flowers on the wall or something.
Yeah,
I didn't have anything really to go off.
Quite useless.
How about if you just like
worm?
turn into bird and fly?
I can't turn into birds.
You turn into something smaller?
I could turn into an ant.
Well, what a coinkydink. I can turn into a million ants.
1 million and one ants.
I never should have given you that fucking item.
First time I've used it this round.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about that for a bit, and that
So did I.
is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But if I do that, then I can only turn into one more thing inside.
Well, make it somewhat good then.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah. that
Well,
makes sense.
how else you gonna
Can
get
I not turn into an ant? Because I don't want to get mixed up in your ants, and then when we come out the other side, I'm inside half of your ants.
Oh my
and then
God.
we just like confabulate
We
together.
Like the
turn
fly.
into gin bit?
No offense, but I'm quite attached to my body parts.
Yeah, I like my beak where it is. Thanks, boy.
I might turn into a cockroach.
Oh, cockroach, yeah.
They can get
Good
in
shout,
everywhere,
yeah.
can't they?
Yeah.
They just meddle everywhere, don't
Yeah,
they?
they get about.
But I tell you what I'm going to do. Make it easier for myself, if you don't mind. I'm going to turn into a worm, and you can just like carry me in on your million ants.
Okay, my million ants only last 5 minutes, so I'm hoping I need to probably get a little bit closer and find a decent spot. And
I think I might find us that there's an easy way in. I'll put my ear to the wall.
So the walls are a foot thick of this kind of like rock that's in some parts jagged and stuff like that. So when you kind of tapping on it, it sounds solid. It sounds like solid rock.
Does not look down. I'm gonna look like I know what I'm doing.
Right.
It's not cool to Jim.
is the kobold stood in front of the big gate?
Like,
He's not. No. So basically, what Binks described is behind this door. That's the square room, and in the square room, it kind of looks like an entrance hall. So in the entrance hall, at the far side of the room, there's just one desk sat there on its own, and there's a kobold kind of sat behind the desk, just writing stuff down on
I may
parchment
have
paper.
another idea.
Go on.
What if I disguise myself as that crocodilian girthy motherfucker and I just knock on the door? And you turn yourself into your million ants.
Don't you have had to seen him though?
Yeah.
Or does it count if I've described him to you?
Let's see how accurate this description is, I guess.
Yeah.
Just like a child's drawing.
With a big dick.
He just turns up as just a regular crocodile.
Hold on, let me just check this guy. So
I tell you what, also, I forgot one thing on the description. So, Binks, can you roll me a perception check, please? Or, no, even better, sorry, investigation.
Tavis, how about you just turn into that kobold? We kill the kobold,
I know I
and
can.
then you go on
20.
your lunch break.
A dirty 20? Cool. So,
I can do that. I can turn into a kobold, but it would be like a 6-foot kobold.
But good disguise.
Also, in a meta sense, I can only transport somebody that's the same size as me. That's why I left you both on side.
Oh.
oh, that's nice.
Oh, I thought you just picked me.
Oh.
They definitely would have chosen one.
I'm telling you because I have to.
These two are so much more useful than you in this situation.
That's too big.
With your dirty 20 investigation, something I forgot to tell you about that entrance hall is that behind the kobold on the desk, kind of writing stuff, is a huge mural on the wall. And the best way I can describe it is it looks like a red dragon sat on a golden throne, and this dragon is buff, like incredibly muscular. Kind of man-spreading on this golden throne, and it's got a huge package as well behind the loincloth.
I know that it says
The dragon's
Amazon.
not have internal genitals.
Not this one. No,
No.
not this one.
I
no.
think he's got a problem.
That's really out there. But you know, the
Think
shape
about it.
is,
You've never seen a dragon dick. They're beanies.
yeah, good point. The shape is
prolapse.
incredibly suggestive.
When you look closely, it's just 4 kobolds stitched onto it.
Yeah, and this dragon, it's got like an incredibly like kind of squared jawline, and it's like
Like the
pouting.
Chad of dragons.
Yeah, it's like pouting on the mural, and it's got a big.
Squidward.
Yeah. It looks legit like Hanson Squidward, and it's got a large golden crown on its head as well. So
As Biggs is looking at it, like before she goes in, she's going, "There's a really hot dragon on the wall."
It doesn't say that I had to have seen it. It just says disguise self.
I've described it.
yeah, you have described it, and God, that's a tough call, isn't it?
It says belongs on your person to look different.
So you might not look exactly like him.
Well,
you
'cause
don't
if-
know what he looks like.
Yeah, and if you think
But
about
you'd
it,
look-
Binks is not going to be like he's wearing red trousers and a gold shirt, and
Yeah.
like I'm going to have described like a crocodile-like man.
Okay,
So what
yeah,
do you think, Jin? Should we go through the front door disguised, or should we just turn into the worm and ants?
Why are you a worm now? You a cockroach a minute ago.
The answer.
I know I like a worm though.
Cockroaches can move a bit faster than a worm.
Okay, I'll go cockroach. You're in charge. I'm just here for the
You
ride.
could fly as well. The cockroach.
Oh, I don't think I can fly. I've not
Why
unlocked that
not?
bit of the cockroach until the next level.
It
your
depends on the
cockroach not-
species of cockroach.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, I might not be able to. I can't turn into a cockroach.
Some cockroaches can't fly.
I go and turn into that cockroach. I just heard Binks on the other side. I just heard Binks on the other side of the wall. Tell me that.
She's like, some cockroaches don't fly.
Cockroach and ants.
Well, what if they think that this dragon crocodile kobold guy? What if his patrol isn't outside? What would he be doing outside? And wouldn't there be questions to answer? And wouldn't he have to speak Draconic and all sorts of shit?
See, that's why you're the brains and I'm just the brawn. So, should we go ants and cockroach?
I think ants and cockroaches is the way to go.
I mean, that sounds like a heavy metal band, but
It does. Okay, so you guys committing to that plan?
I'm going to go cockroach, but a non-flying cockroach.
Right,
Like
okay.
a Madagascar hissing cockroach.
So you're a cockroach, but you're like walking upright on two legs.
Just a Franz Kafka
straight in,
cockroach,
like-
just a giant fucking cockroach.
He's got like a little walking stick.
Sized cockroach.
Why does that remind me of SpongeBob? Was there like cockroach in SpongeBob that used
There's
to
a
walk around?
cockroach, yeah, but he's like a gunslinging western cockroach. He just comes you apart. Yeah, it's a cockroach.
What's he doing underwater?
I don't.
What's any of
It's based on the
There's also a squirrel.
Yeah, but she's got an astronaut helmet on.
Oh, yeah, so that makes sense.
yeah. Okay, right. So Tavis turns
I love
into
that was the one thing that like destroyed Cat's like
Yeah.
suspension of disbelief with SpongeBob. What's a cockroach doing out there?
So Tavis turns into a cockroach. Jin, you turn into 1,000,000 ants.
Only if I'm sure that I can get in and like find a crack and like can I like do a little quick scout like mission like if the kobold's staring like if he's not paying too much attention, can I like do a quick stealth and like try and get a good angle on him and like make sure that there's actually a hole or a crack or something for me to
You go and crack
hunt
on him.
into.
Yeah. So you don't mean the main door. You mean like other places inside.
Yeah,
So
just
you say-
generally like a crack or
Yeah,
something that.
Yeah.
Well, hold up. Before we go in, did Betty say there was only one kobold on the front desk?
They didn't say anything.
Binks.
I think so. Yeah. Tell you what. How long can you cockroach for?
Like 2 hours.
Well,
3 hours.
tell you what. You go look real quick for a good spot to get in and out and for us to set up. Because I only got 5 minutes. There's 1,000,000 ants.
Okay, I got you.
Right. So that was your cockroach transformation sound. So Tavis, you enter. There's these doors aren't like airtight or whatever. Like you can get in as bugs and things. You can definitely get in. And so you enter this kind of entrance hall. As you look around, I'm going to give you a little bit more detail about the guy who's actually behind the desk. So as you approach, this guy is
He's so cute.
he's sat behind the desk.
I was going to say kill him. I'm not sure now.
So he's sat behind the desk.
Tell me his name's Derek.
No. He's got a little waistcoat on,
like
a tiny little
Benedict?
suit. You notice that he's on a chair, and on the chair itself there's a few like books and things because he can't quite reach the desk. He's got a little name badge on, and it says, "Hello, my name is Cody."
So cute.
He's kind of like writing down some things and sort of like muttering to himself a little bit, but you can't understand what he's saying. He's just kind of just to himself.
Child labour.
So cute.
So you find
I'm
him.
going to fucking end you. Go and lie down. Go lie down.
So I'm going to scout it out
And
come back out and just look at Jin and be like, cockroach eyes just go big.
T, do a little cockroach dance if it's safe and I can follow you.
La cucaracha.
so he does the fucking cockroach dance.
Alright, let's do this.
And then my little arm goes.
Cool. So you're turning into 1,000,000 ants.
Yes, and 1,000,000 ants up and just like do it single file, just like.
I was hoping you'd just go in and like the 1,000,000 ants would just like surround this like kobold. But don't do it now, please.
So 1,000,000 ants in a line, all
You know he's committed war crimes there, look at him.
He's so genocidal.
That lad's defo going to be on Facebook one day with nods fucking people trying to corner him.
She said she was 16.
He's very,
No, you haven't got the chance.
he's a Tory voter.
Anyway, so you approach in single file.
Picks up 14
A million
points in
ants
his
is
car.
going to be definitely
Vincent
longer than this
Jeffries
room
Island.
is. So, like,
Well,
Can you make your ants
Yeah.
like go in every orifice and like kill him from the inside?
I probably could, couldn't I? Like Thanos or something.
That'd be
Like
fucking
Ant-Man.
insane, man.
Have you watched The Boys?
I mean, he
Oh,
is
when he
cute.
goes inside the penis.
Yeah.
Or go inside that dragon's penis.
No.
well, it's an internal one, so you got to go inside for anything, you know.
No, he's a nice dragon.
So you notice that in the processing room to the left, there are kind of gaps in the doors and stuff. So as a million ants, you find to go in there. As a cockroach with dreadlocks, you find to go in there as well.
Fucking sick.
But it's not the only door in this room. There's another door on the right hand side, and there's another kind of discreet door behind that desk as well. So there is a left route to go, a right route to go, and straight behind the desk. What do you guys want to do? Cockroach and ants.
What,
That crime fighting
what
duo.
room are they in?
They're in the main entrance. Sorry, so they're in. Nope, wrong one.
So, like,
Stealthily, it's
That one, that square one.
take people out.
yeah,
Where are
yeah, that'd be great.
You're in this one. This is the processing room.
And we're here, aren't we?
Yep, you're in the square
So
one.
we're in the
here.
room with the
Yeah,
little fella.
Cody's sat at the back of the room, like here-ish.
He's
Okay.
so cute, you can't.
I'm gonna like as an ant. I'm gonna form the shape of a giant cartoon glove, and like as a million ants, like that with the three little
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. I'm just gonna like point towards the little dragon creature as like a handful of million ants, so that T knows which way we're going.
Can
And I'm
I
gonna follow the wall and like.
can I try and peek out of the door? Because at this point, obviously, me and Betty
being
have
a
just
bit
kind of been sat in a room, being like, "Shit, have they made it in?"
Yeah, go ahead. Roll a sleight of hand for me. We'll see. Oh no, sorry, stealth. Roll a stealth check.
I am famously
Because
stealthy.
you are trying to stay
Yeah, I'm not.
stealthy, right?
I'm not stealthy.
Yeah. 17.
Okay. That's fine. Yep, you can kind of
I'll
slowly
peek through the
peep
door
open
and
the
see if I can see Tavis and Jen.
Got to be so perceptive.
Yeah. So what you can
See
A
see.
giant hand on the
It's not the first time you've done a million ants in front of
True.
me either.
Yeah. So what you see this tiny kobold kind of like, chattering away to himself and writing some notes. And you see a giant shape of a hand made from ants pointing at him.
Fuck's sake.
You can't see Tavis, he's too small as an individual.
Can I cast invisibility on me and Betty?
Yeah, of course you can, yeah.
And be like, let's go. Okay. More like sneak out of the room towards the million ants.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you sneak towards the million ants. I'd like
Also, we're
to.
two insects. We should be able to talk to each other.
Okay, do you know what?
That's assuming that all insects are the same.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
really
because you're
not.
two mammals, you should be able to talk to each other.
Racist. Yeah, you have to speak in Morse code. Now you're leaving the room. I need both Betty and Binks to roll me a perception check, please.
I just rolled a nat 20.
Shut up.
I rolled a 7.
Okay, so Binks, you're two like in the shithousery of Jin and Tavis. You're like,
And
for fuck's
also,
sake, they're
I'm not being funny,
insects.
but this has all been my fucking plan. So
Yeah. That's
I'm
fair dues.
focused. I got shit to do.
You're focused.
It would have been 24, but
Betty, you notice there's a little sign on the desk in front of Cody, and it says, "Report here for prisoner drop off, gifts and tours."
What?
That's what you read on the sign, and there's nothing else interesting in this room, to be fair,
okay.
that you don't already know.
Is that before or after we turn invisible that I see that?
After.
Okay, I'm going to very quietly go to Binks.
just for the fact that we do a podcast, should we whisper slightly louder?
She really quietly whispers, "The sign!"
Lovely.
Binks really quietly says, "What about it?
Perfect.
We
So
can pretend
professional.
we're on a tour.
We're invisible."
When we all get together.
Ghost tour.
Yeah.
I'd like to see my old self.
Binks would like to point at the million ants.
And you might not see you.
I'm not doing it for you.
The ants have now like formed like a giant skull and crossbow, and it's now also pointing at the fucking kobold.
Binks is going to point at the million ants and she's going to cast a message and say, "Don't fucking kill the kobold."
And as a million ants, I'm going to go.
Does Binks know what that means?
I'm gonna make my way up
Roll
on.
me
Can I do a nature check?
Yeah, roll me a nature check.
I'm gonna make my way up to the desk, right in front of Cody, and cause a distraction.
Okay.
And I'm just
I got
gonna
a 19.
Wow, okay, yeah, what were you trying to say there?
Hold on,
As the ants?
I'm going to explode this kobold, and I'm going to be like tittering my way towards the kobold.
So was that what you were trying to communicate to Binks,
Yeah.
that you could explode the
I'm gonna
kobold?
explode it.
Binks is going to stamp on one of the ants and look directly
Whoa!
as a warning.
Hold on, take 1,000,000th point of damage.
You wake up and when you reform, your nails
Finger
slightly
nails.
shorter.
Feels like you've stubbed your toe. Like, so you're causing a distraction for
Yeah,
Cody.
so I'm just gonna get in front of Cody and be like,
Roll a performance check now.
The ants are now going to form a giant fucking like exclamation mark.
This is descending into chaos.
Why is this such a Looney Tunes
Did the ants
episode?
say anything else?
Well, we'll get back to that.
is this River Village?
Yes, yeah, actually is. Yeah.
All little maracas out.
That's where you're the first one!
Not even on camera.
I know, not even.
Sorry, guys.
That's Patreon stuff. We'll do it privately.
I'll send in your DMs.
Okay, cool. So Cody looks up from his notes and he sees this little cockroach like dancing on his desk, and it's just kind of like. You know speech recording, do you?
No.
Oh, okay, so that's all you hear.
Do any of Oh dear.
He is distracted, by the way, definitely. Bet you doing anything particular at this point? Because
like,
Jin's lining up for a murder, Binks is lining up to murder Jin.
Binks is just going to verbally give a warning to Jin and be like, "I will keep killing ants until you stop."
Is
To a massive finger.
does Cody have a lunchbox on his desk?
A lunchbox?
Yeah, any form of lunch pack, or is he snacking on anything?
Yeah, so there's a little backpack next to his kind of seat on the floor. It's got a little race car on it.
Okay.
Lady McQueen.
a little cart with horses.
Yeah,
Flames on the
yeah,
back.
flames on the cart. On the horse. On the horse. It's like two nightmares at the front. Yeah, so he's got a little race car on it. The bag itself is blue. The straps are red. You know,
Okay.
like one of them.
So, just in case, Cinnamon, who can turn invisible at will, by the way,
Fucking hell.
OP this
So
little brownie,
OP.
innit?
he's cute and he
Like
doesn't really
Joseph.
do anything. Like if you try to
Waiting for
fight, you
Cinnamon to
fucking
kill
die.
this
So
fucking red dragon.
he's got like no hit points. So he's gonna pop invisible and he's gonna conjure a little pud. I think he can do this. I think, like,
This is where he
smells
shits out cupcakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't say like that, like what his spell slots are or anything like that. Well, he can do it once per day.
Not being funny, guys. My little cockroach legs are getting tired.
We'll figure it between the games. Let's just say you can do it.
Yeah. So basically, he's gonna conjure a little pud, a little brownie, and he's gonna leave it like just sort of poking out the top, so like as if like he's just gonna pick it up and eat it when he's distracted or something like that. And it's gonna be a sleepy brownie.
Okay, cool.
Has the other
Well-
one at his donut yet?
I'll let you know in the future. Unless I need to know desperately.
No.
Okay. So what you find is that Cinnamon goes and puts this kind of like little pudding in the backpack and like looks up and realizes kind of at the same time as you that Cody is so distracted by this dance and he's now joining in like
Tell you what. Do I notice the brownie doing that?
He's invisible.
Yeah, it's invisible.
Or do I notice the
a pudding
appear?
Roll a perception check.
Yeah, the
You've got
pudding's
2
visible.
million eyes on it.
How well can I see?
Well, it's more like 999.
Oh,
yeah.
I should have just
It
dropped
could
it
be
on the floor.
998.
Look at that. That's good. 21.
Yeah, you'll see a little pudding appear.
Should have dropped it on the floor and.
Can I then,
it's not
like,
distracted.
do the ant thing of like, you know, picking up the pud and like sort of marching it onto his desk and then marching off.
Yeah.
So that he's distracted, like watching the cockroach like doing its thing.
Yeah.
Like the little pudding just like.
So it's like walking
onto his
sideways
desk.
up the leg of the desk and then like goes into the top and just plunks there and he's still going like.
And I'm gonna go back to Binks and I'm gonna form into the shape of a giant Looney Tunes thumb.
I love that we keep getting actual drawings of these.
As I see the
Can we get a combat cam in action? Has it got
Oh, wait, we lose the other screen though.
Oh, we will. I suppose we'll lose the map, won't
We'll
we?
lose Cody.
Yeah.
I'll take
Cody hasn't been on there for ages.
Should we get Cody back on
I'll
screen?
take some pictures.
Yeah, go on. Let's get Cody back on screen. Gives us
Look, he's
context.
so cute.
Okay, so there he is.
Remember his face before.
Yeah, you need to like
spoiled
open
it.
the app. It's on the home screen, the very top one on the screen. But it doesn't matter. It's okay.
It's fine.
So as I see
In
like
case we need it later.
the ants coming about,
Look at that.
and the cupcake being delivered on the thing, and he's distracted by me. I'm going to revert back to Taris and just punch Cody in the face and knock him out. I'm joking.
What? Okay, so we're
Turn
gonna
into a gorilla and just pound him.
Okay, so Cody's going to be kind of dancing, and then he's going to kind of like, you hear a little, and he's kind of got hungry because of this dancing,
I'm just going to go.
and point towards the little pudding thing, the cupcake.
Yeah, the pudding
and he
or
looks at
whatever it
it,
is.
and he's really tempted, and so he starts kind of like, and just starts like hand shoveling like little bits of
As
cupcake
he's
into his
enjoying the
mouth.
pudding, I'm going to change the mood a little bit and just be like Cardi B style.
So Cody's expression changes from like, you know, happiness into confusion and then sleepiness as his eyelids start to kind of like. Does he have to do a save for this, by the way?
Yeah, so it says the creature that eats it must make a DC 12 wisdom saving throw to resist the effect.
Okay. So his eyes kind of like start to like nod a little bit, and then they open again, and he kind of gets a bit hyperactive, and he's sort of like carries on eating the muffin. And,
Backup plan. And I'm going to turn into Tavis and just kick him in the face.
Yeah.
Not lethal. I'm just going to knock him out.
Literally, he doesn't need to be knocked out. You guys are insects and we're invisible. What did
I
you need
have
to
no
be
idea
knocked
what's
out?
going on. I'm a cockroach. There's multiple hands. There's a cupcake turned up out of fucking nowhere. I'm slut dropping.
Roll to hit.
Banks is gonna be like, "Babe, time to go," and just like we're gonna head.
Unarmed strike, isn't it? It's 16.
Yeah, it's a hit.
I just want to knock him out.
Yeah, what damage is your unarmed strike? Okay, yeah, he's knocked out. Yeah, so this like kobold with like chocolate around his mouth, like, and he just gets.
Sounds like you've just knocked out
one
Harry
bomb.
after eating some food.
I would happily do that most of the time.
Yeah, he falls off that high chair, and he just fucking he's
I'm
unconscious.
just going
on
to
the
look
floor.
around and be like, I don't know what's happening.
Could you be something that's obvious?
Where are you? I don't know. Where? Hello?
Just be something that's obvious. We need to go.
I'm gonna 1 million ant myself because it's probably close to 5 minutes at this point.
Yeah.
Just at the sheer confusion of everything that's just gone on. It's like, you know, like a danger wank that's gone wrong. I'm just going to disguise myself as Cody, but like a 6-foot version of him.
No! No! Something better!
I can't undo this.
I have to undo it because it looks ridiculous.
Just gonna look around because I don't know where Binks is and be like, where are you?
We need to get through that gate and we can't do that whilst you look like a giant baby dragon!
Kinda cute though, isn't it?
Well, it was cute until you knocked him out.
What about if I just strip naked and run through the
No.
I've never been in this situation.
You're not
in
just
my
be the
life.
cockroach. Why are you not the cockroach anymore?
Because I got scared and I seen big hands and then a cupcake appeared. And I'm just talking to thin air at the moment. I don't even know where you are. It's kind of weird. Not making. Jen, are you about yet?
Yeah,
Jen's there. Hey, Jen.
I'm over here. Hey.
Wait.
At least what?
Wait. Can't you turn invisible? I'm pretty sure you've been invisible before.
I'm gonna pray.
Do you hold your breath? Do you burp? What is it?
Oh yeah. Oh no, that's only when the moon's up.
Oh, we'll make friends with the fucking moon so that we can be invisible.
Well, I gotta be out in the moon.
We'll do something better than this. This isn't gonna work.
Well, okay, we're here now.
Do you have to be invisible? Because this is kind of weird.
Well, it's safer.
Is there any like tablecloths or anything about?
A tablecloth?
Or like just like a large napkin?
A doily?
Yeah.
I'm just turning me into
No, not really. No, this
Right
room's
there.
just there's papers on the desk.
Thanks.
What?
I'm gonna pull my hand out. Touch my hand.
Well, touch his hand.
Okay. Right there. Hold on a second. I'm gonna cast Druidcraft and just gonna make a little flower grow above her head. At least I know where you are now.
This defeats the point of being invisible.
Yeah, but I don't like not knowing where you are.
Why do you not care where
Where's
Betty is?
Betty, by the way?
Hello!
Oh shit!
Shouldn't we hide this body?
He's not dead.
It's still a body.
Can we not just pave him under the desk?
Where are you, Betty? Hold my hand.
Yeah, would he fit in a drawer in the
Hold my
desk?
hand. I'm like.
Can I just scoop him up and put him in the desk?
Yeah, you can put him in a drawer in the desk. He's small enough.
Can we at least leave the drawer open a little bit so we can breathe and get out?
Just make sure he's got. See what he's got on.
He's got a keyhole in the little thing, like.
I'm gonna lock it, but
Like, Jin, see if he's got any keys on him or anything while I try and find Betty.
oh yeah, I should probably pat down his tiny lifeless body.
Yeah.
He's asleep.
Okay.
Dead.
So you pat him down.
Lucky he's asleep. I was going to explode the boy.
That's why I was mushing your ants.
You pat him down. It's not difficult to find. He has one copper piece in his pocket. He has a half-eaten chocolate bar in another pocket.
Why didn't he go for that instead of the pudding?
And some chewing gum which is stuck together one of the pockets on his waistcoat.
Tea, do you want some chocolate or some chuds?
I'd like some.
Chuds.
I'd like chocolate. I've never had chuds before.
You'd love them.
I have a chud. I'll take one of those,
Ping him a
please.
chud.
Out of his pocket. I should have mentioned it's chewing gum. Like you put it in.
I know the difference. I'm just putting it in.
Oh, it's got like fluff all over it.
It's kind of tasteless.
Lindsay should.
Do I swallow this?
No.
Too late.
You're going to be blowing bubbles out, you boy.
Has he got any more chuds?
Can we go?
chocolate.
We're in time limitation here.
Yeah. So what are you guys
okay.
doing?
We need
I
to
don't know.
find out the rest of this place.
By the way, that daisy floating is just Biggs's head.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I have no clue where
Yeah.
Betty is.
So
This
you
is going to start like...
Anyway, I found some keys.
Oh,
did you?
Thought you said he had keys in his pocket.
No, he said he had a copper piece and
I
some
had a
chewing gum.
copper piece, half a chocolate bar, some chewing gum.
Well, I found a key for the drawer.
There you go.
Put the boy in the drawer.
Yes.
And I've locked the drawer. And
Yeah,
I'm
you
going to
have.
put the key in my pocket.
Nice.
I'm thinking we should probably just let all the prisoners go and then they'll be on our side because that seems like a good plan that would work.
I'd just like to point out that we could have just signed up to go on a tour of the prison.
Well, it's too late for that.
this is so
There's
scary.
tours on the
it's
side.
like ghosts having
Tell
an
you
argument.
what. Is there any like little lanyards with tour guide on?
I'm
it or
invisible.
something?
Will you just look out what
Key
you're
to
doing?
the drawer, look.
Well, okay. Can I look in the other drawers?
Yep. You can look in the other drawers. Roll a investigation.
Yeah, we just pretend we're on a tour.
maybe you need like some sort of official document.
I mean, I
Get
do
like
look
a day
like
pass or
Cody,
something.
so I
Yeah,
could
you could be our tour
I
guide.
just had an allergic reaction to something.
Some bees.
Fucking height.
15.
Yeah. There's just the one lanyard in there
Okay.
that says official tour guide.
Right.
Oh, okay.
This is the plan. He's the tour guide.
Okay. T, you're the tour guide, and we're the tourists.
Cody's gone home sick,
There's
and you're his replacement.
You're
Brody.
a big brother,
Brody.
Brody. Yeah, the problem is,
Brody.
I don't know anything about this place. So how am I going to tell you?
You just make
Is
it
there a
up.
map? In the...
It's getting really confusing where you are.
Broken D.
I'm gonna say no, just
Like
because
a
it
leaflet?
ruins a dungeon.
There's a guide tour with a gift shop.
Why would you make
with
a
no
golden
maps.
tour?
Because the tour guide knows the directions.
And you love
No, I don't.
Giving him some cake.
What about if they were training?
Oh, they just learn on the job.
Do you know what we should have done? We should have just
let's
asked
bring it.
Cody to give us a tour.
That's my plan.
Well, it's too late now, and I'm not going to be invisible for this whole time, so we need to do something.
Okay, we've
let's
got we're on the tour.
okay, let's go.
Let's just wing it, man. You can just pretend you know what you're talking about.
Go through this door here.
Yeah,
And
so
we
you
got,
progress.
this is a corridor from the left room.
Which one have you gone in?
Everybody's got to hear me.
Sorry, have you gone into the left, the kind of 3 rooms that are together, or have you gone into the corridor?
Guys, where should we go?
Which one did you
corridor.
go in?
We're going in this one here.
In the corridor?
Corridor. Yeah.
That one. This one. We're going this way.
Yeah.
This way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
As you can see, yeah, this is our corridor.
I like how you just only doing
Birdman.
this tour for Jim.
Daisy floating.
you hear a voice go, Cody.
No, Cody's gone home. I'm Brody, his big brother. I'm just doing a tour. Please don't interrupt. People have paid good money for this.
You do look alike. This is that crocodile
That's
kind of
what
person.
Mum always says.
Oh, I'd like you to roll a deception check, please. Do it with advantage.
Whilst he's talking to the crocodile, I would like to slap the daisy off my head very quickly.
That's a nat 20.
Oh, sick! Okay.
Brody in life, bitch!
So as you say this, a flower hits the floor and he goes, oh, gets the flower and picks it up and turns to Jin and says, you dropped this, sir.
Oh wow, thank you.
Hand you a little flower.
I'm gonna like put it in my hair.
And
Like
this,
my feathers.
this is our man that comes down this corridor from time to time. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Rick. It's almost my break, so I'm just gonna go to the other side of the corridor now.
Everybody, give Rick a hand of applause.
Some of the prisoners that are in the cells kind of like, oh, no, why am I applauding that?
Thank you for your service, Rick.
So there are prisoners kind of left and right of this corridor, behind bars. As Rick's walking down the corridor towards the end, he does kind of like make a few gestures towards them, like threatening, sort of like, you know, like when you're a kid and you're sort of trying to make someone flinch.
Yeah,
and
he's
you're
doing
like,
like
he kind of likes doing that to the prisoners, but none of them seem to be reacting, to be fair.
Good job, Rick. Great.
Thanks, Brody.
Jin, I've got a question. Who the fuck is Boomer?
Oh shit! Has anyone seen Boomer since? Yeah.
As he goes, I'm right here, guys. I also cast invisibility. I brought my own flower. As you turn around, there's a little daisy just hanging around.
Boomer.
God, read
You
something.
can't have the same flower because I don't know who's who.
Oh, sorry. Do you want me to use a rock instead?
Yes.
Oh, great. I've got just the one.
I don't have my flower
And
anymore.
he goes into his bag and he
I'm
pulls
gonna
out
hand my flower back.
I don't want a flower.
a little flower-shaped
Oh,
rock.
fine, I'm gonna throw it on the floor and stamp on the flower.
And he,
Thank you.
he,
Thank you.
Rick sort of looks over his shoulder like, oh, that was a gift. So, you're in a corridor.
As you can see to your left, there is a room with stuff in.
Yeah, so in the rooms, what you see is like a cavity search station. There's kind of gloves and there's a bottle of lube on the side and stuff like that.
This is for moisturising.
Can we get a demonstration? Boomer, do you want to go?
Who? I'm still invisible with my rock.
Who's the closest cell to me? Is there like a prison inmate?
Yep. So there's a really generic looking human in a cell. So generic he's not even got hair, he's just bald.
Fucking
wearing
hell,
these.
man.
That sounded like a right person.
So generic, he looks right like these twats.
When he said it, I forgot she.
Oh
gosh.
I expected you to be as offended.
It's still new to me.
He's just so generic. He's bald. He's got stubble. You know.
He's wearing a fucking check.
He's wearing a shirt.
He looks like the left-hand side of his table. His last name's Mitchell.
Anyway, so he's normal looking. And he's
Is he trad?
he's sat there. He's trad. He's trad.
We try and break his game even fucking more.
And he's just kind of sat on the floor. He's wearing like loose like cloth armor, and he's just
Are there
on the
any guards around?
floor. Rick is at the end of the corridor, but he's currently facing the other way. He's
Like
kinda
far enough if I whispered, he's not going to hear me.
yeah, he's kind of like looking at a little sundial on his wrist.
Yeah, I'm going to try and speak to the human guy and be like, hey.
He's gonna look up at you and wait.
He's not going to
Like,
look
not
Invisible,
gonna-
aren't you? You're invisible.
One, nobody looks
Yeah,
up
so
at me.
so he's gonna kind of just like, what? And like, he's gonna look at the prisoner in the cell next to him, who's an elf, and he's gonna be like, would you shut the fuck up?
Hey, stop being rude to elves for a start. I'm not going to help you.
Are you taking up ventriloquism?
No.
What's going on?
I'm invisible. Stop being stupid.
Oh,
If I was to try and get the prisoners out of here, how would I do that?
oh,
Where's
well,
the keys?
oh, there's no keys in this place.
How do
Except for that one drawer at reception. Which somehow I know about.
How are you locked in here?
Oh, well. There's no key for magic.
Yeah, what controls the magic though?
Oh, try opening the door. You'll find out.
I'd really rather not. Or you just tell me what controls the magic?
Thanks. What about the power station you told us about?
Is it that? Is it the power station?
Who else said that?
Hello.
What's going on?
We're trying to do you a favor.
I'm not actually old. I just sound old.
She's really.
Not that you're invisible.
You should be grateful she's invisible. She now.
These guys think he's gone fucking mental. I'm not old.
Yeah, well, as you can see, and he's going to kind of like get a bit of dust or something from his cell, throw it up against the bars, and across the bars there's like that. It's like it's static or something,
Oh, it's
and it's a
that.
purple shimmer, and it's.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, I'm not touching that.
I'm gonna speak in Elvish to the elf next to him and be like, any idea more than what this stupid human knows?
Who said that?
Oh, we've been through this. I'm invisible. I'm over here.
Golly.
If I was to get you out, how do I do that?
Voice in the air. You'll have to either disable or destroy the generators. I believe there's more than one, so good luck.
Okay, could you discreetly spread the word that if you get out that it's us so that the inmates don't try and kill us?
I don't know who you are.
You see the big bird over there?
Howdy.
Yeah, how can I miss it?
Well,
Yeah.
with the big bird.
Right. And the bird's doing a tour, so...
No, the bird isn't doing the tour. The bird is on a tour, but it's a pretend tour.
Right.
I mean, we're
Okay.
basically not kobolds, right?
No,
Or crocodiles.
no.
So I'm guessing there's no other.
You sound like an old kobold.
I'm
Yeah.
a young dwarf, thank
No,
you.
she's really hideous, but she's a dwarf. And I'm a gnome.
Oh, okay. Right, well... I don't think I can give you any more help.
No, I didn't ask for help. I asked you to spread the word.
Ah, right, okay. Oliver? And he addresses the human that's next to him.
No!
Oliver?
I've obviously just spoken to the human. Come on, you're an elf. You're supposed to be smart.
Yeah, well, if I was smart, I wouldn't be in here.
Okay, well, do you want to just spread the word so I don't die if I release you?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Thank you.
He starts kind of like looking around. The cell next to him is empty. His closest cellmate is Oliver, the human next to him. And he's like, do you want to spread the word around? Yeah. Apparently some ghost is going to get us out.
Not a ghost. I'm in the home.
Oh.
That's what all ghosts say.
You're an elf. You've never seen invisibility before?
I've never seen invisibility.
You've never heard of invisibility before? You know what? When I release everybody, I'm gonna leave you in here.
Well, I don't think it's going to happen.
Okay, well, you just wait. When everybody else is free and you're sat in your prison for being stupid, that's on you.
Yeah, well, I've been here for 84 years,
Right,
so...
well, it'll be more if you don't stop being stupid.
Fair.
And in this room here, you can see there is a lovely, comfortable toilet.
And so it's the chair that's like essentially a torture device, and so it's got like something that you didn't necessarily see, Binks, because you were looking through the wall itself, but on that same wall, so it's the exterior wall, up above, there's a bunch of different like flails and different kind of like torture-based devices. So you wouldn't have seen those, but now Tavis is staring at them directly. What else are you guys doing?
Travis, we need to find the generator. Oh, stop
Where did your
looking so
daisy go?
shocked.
I can't see you.
But that's the point!
I know. So where did you... Have you been here the whole time?
Yes, generator. We need to go to the generator.
I have no idea
Just keep
what
going.
that is. I've never even
further up
heard of
here.
that word. Okay, it's up here.
Yeah, and I'm gonna.
And down this way, we're going to go to our gentator. There, please follow me, sir.
Of course, yeah.
So you start progressing. You get to the end of the corridor, and there's so Rick's there, the crocodile man, and again he's like, "It's almost my time to finish." Yes, and there's a little kind of device on the wall, and he sort of like keys in a little, bleep, bleep, bloop, 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 and it.
Can I try and...
Yeah, you can. Yeah, of course you can. So roll perception check for me, please.
That's a 15.
Okay.
Can I also try and make a note of that?
Ooh, yes, if you would like. Also roll a perception check, please.
Yeah, 8.
Got it.
So, Jin, you're actually too occupied in this tour. It's pretty interesting. You've never seen a place like this before.
I'm definitely going to tip this tour guide.
And you, and Tavis, you gain a series of kind of like signs or like inscriptions. Every time he touches one, it sort of like shifts the pattern. So he touches a thing. So it's not the pattern you've recognised because that changes. But it's the sigils that are on the pattern basically. And so I'll get that to you for next game.
Cool.
And as he does that, the door in front of him sort of like and opens in front of him. And there's another crocodilian person behind the door. This one's a little bit bigger, and it has kind of darker scales. So Rick had sort of like darkish green scales. This one has like black scales. A thinner snout, but that's long, and he has kind of like a scar going down the side of his snout as he's like, "Oh, right on time, Rick." And kind of pushes past him. He's a little bit bigger. This guy's probably about 8 foot tall. Pushes past him, and so he starts patrolling the corridor now.
And as you can see, the Rick trades off places with another member of staff, and this is...
I'm also Rick. But my friends call me Richard. Why am I telling you this?
Just for the paying customers, Richard. You move on now. Move on. Move on.
And so he
Move on. Thank you.
Cody, have you grown?
No, Cody's off today. I'm his big brother Brody. Rick can back the story up.
Roll me a deception check, please.
With advantage.
Do it with advantage, because Rick turns around and goes,
Yeah, they do look similar, don't they?
Oh shit, it's a 6.
With advantage.
with advantage.
Oh man.
2.5.
Because you didn't say nice things to you dice.
So Richard kind of like looks at you,
Oh yeah, it works.
squints a little, looks closer, and sort of like does a weird sound, and then starts to walk away.
Thanks for your time, Richard.
So you progress, and Rick walks forward a little bit. Now I can't remember how much of the next bit of the map I revealed, so here we go. Okay, cool. So Rick walks forward a little bit, where he only walks into this kind of top bit here, the northern part of the fortress, the prison. And so in here, you find a bit of a guard's quarter. And so this is a kind of like security type room where there is a couple of kobolds here that are kind of like cleaning some uniforms and things. They're kind of like folding them, putting them away. You hear some indistinct chatter, just and Rick goes, takes a seat at like a large kind of table, and takes his shoes off and kind of just sits back into the seat. Looks like he's on a break or something like that. So,
As you can see, this is the dining hall for all of our people that work here. They're good folk. Give them a wave.
Howdy.
and some kobolds kind of like.
Because I'm invisible, can I like have a nosy around the kobolds? Like, I don't want to touch them, but I want to see if they've got like keys or like fob or something. Like something that's the same on all of them that might look like it opens doors or activates or deactivates the generator is what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So go ahead, roll me investigation check, please. Betty, are you doing the same?
Yeah, I'm having a little mooch.
Okay, so either or, you can either assist this somehow, but you have to tell me how, and then I'll grant advantage, or you can roll your own check.
I roll my own. I'm gonna have a little mooch around.
Nat 20! Which is a 28.
Nice.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
How many have you rolled today as well?
I know, yeah.
Only two
Yeah, it's
so
been a
far.
heavy day.
Pretty good.
I only rolled I've got -1 investigation, so I rolled a 4.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Betty, it's not that interesting for you, actually. You know, just the fact that they are kobolds is the most interesting thing you, I guess, find. Binks, yours is very different, actually, and the reason it's different is because you noticed that on the kobolds there's what you would describe as spell components. So there is classic spell components, such as ash. You find a little kind of, one of them has like a pouch of ash. Another one has a little slug in a little kind of test tube shaped thing. There's multiple different I guess elements and kind of dusts and like rocks and things like that are often used in spell casting. So the kobolds have a variety of those, but nothing like a, fob or a pass card or nothing like that. There's nothing standardized.
Can I
across
work out
kobolds.
based on what they've got, what kind of spells they'd be casting?
Yes, you can, because it was an Nat 20. So the difficult thing is that there's your knowledge is based on evocation, right? So like damaging spells.
Yeah.
And you certainly see a bit of that, the ash is used in the likes of Fireball, so you know those types of spells. However, there's some other ones, there's kind of like, odd herbal things, and like little bits of parchment with some kind of like weird scratchings on it that you don't quite recognise the language, that you don't think fits your style of magic. So you don't know the exact school, but there's a variety of magic items and components here.
How many people are in this room?
So there's 3 kobolds, and then there's one of those crocodile guys that's not Rick, and then there's Rick. So
It's the other guy called Rick.
yeah. Yeah, and he's also kind of like chilling out. He kind of looks half asleep. Also, like kind of like slumped onto a desk, basically. Like this is kind of breakout space for the guards. You notice as well, Binks, that there is 2 distinct staircases. So one which would lead upwards, kind of back towards where you came from, and the other one which would lead kind of forwards to a bit that you've not yet been to. And then there is another corridor. Well, I shouldn't describe it as a corridor because you just see a door. So there's a door, to clarify, there's a door you came in from. There's another door which is opposite it. The kind of breakout space in the middle with a few desks and chairs and shit. A few people eating snacks. And then next to that, 2 staircases. One going back on you, one going forward.
And as we walk through the canteen area...
I know where the fuck we want to go.
Going through this door.
Alright, so we come through this door now.
Ricardo, the second crocodilian man, says, "Who said that?"
Ricardo, are you alright? Because I didn't know your name before, but the DM just gave it away, so I'm going to use it to my benefit.
Cody, you look a bit different.
No, I'm bro. This is Rick. Tell him what's happened.
Yeah, this is Brody. He's Cody's big brother, I assume.
Yeah, that's me.
And Ricardo kind of...
Oh, okay. I just thought I heard something. Maybe one of the prisoners is trying to talk.
Should we all listen? Everybody quiet.
Yeah.
And all the crocodilians kind of like slouch over a little bit, and like one of them kind of, Ricardo kind of like puts a large claw on the edge of the desk, and he's like...
And as he does it, I'm just going to bang dead loud on the table. I got you.
You're just like Cody.
I know, he's a cheeky little bugger.
Yeah. I thought is he in today?
He was in this morning, but he had the case of the diarrhea, and he had to go home.
Yeah. Don't trust contained food. That's what I say.
I heard he had a dodgy pudding.
Yeah. Never trust the pudding.
So Ricardo's going to kind of like slowly leave the room. He's going to go up the staircase, the furthest one from you, so the one that's leading away.
Yeah, we'll carry on going that way.
Round?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to the...
Past the generator.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
one then.
Yeah. Are you going to the corridor, the base of the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So in front of you there is a door, and I said I was going to give you this kind of before the next game, didn't I? But unfortunately you've reached another door now. So what I'm going to say is there's a code which you get, and you have
Fucking
memorized.
blade as shit, that code.
Yeah, there's a code that you get, but you are confronted with a kind of like panel of things in front of you. What would you like to do?
I'd like to put the code in that was the code before.
Okay, cool. So you put the code in. Remember, as you kind of press a button or an object or a shape or something, it kind of shifts, and you see the kind of like different shapes sort of like curl and drop and things like that as you press it, so you've got to be kind of active as you do this. And as you enter the 5th one, so the 5th of the 5 letters, it sort of like fades into the wall, and Ricardo comes down the staircase. He turns the corner and he's kind of snarling at you guys like,
That's not right. Hold on. Rick! Cody told me to put this code in, but it's not working. Can anybody help me? It's kind of embarrassing. I'm just a fill-in.
I see what's going on here.
Yeah, my brain's all confused sometimes. I got through that. I know that one. He told me that one, but then this one's similar. But I remember the last one slightly different, but I can't remember what one it was.
Yeah, you put in a level 1 access code.
That's what he said. He said the last one after the level 1 was different than the level 1.
Yeah, let me reset it for you.
Cheers, thank you.
and he sort of like resets it and
Perception check the shit out of what he's put in.
yeah, that's fine.
15.
Oh, I thought you'd roll 1 then when I was like...
Can I also perception?
Yes, go for it, Jin.
That one.
Yeah, so Jin.
I changed you there.
The thing you
Is he
notice.
looking at his girthy tail or something?
Yeah, the thing you notice is that Rick now has his feet up on the kind of table behind you. He's really chilling. He's making the most of his break. And before you know it, you've missed the code itself. Tavis, with a 15, you get some of it, but you're not sure whether it was 4 or 5 individual letters or signals. You get 4 of them.
Ricardo, I got to say you are a lifesaver. Thank you very much for that.
Everybody says that. Anyway.
Honestly, you are the hero behind these walls.
Yes. Anyway, you can now enter level 2 access code.
Thank you. Can you just show me one more time how that goes? My brain gets confuzzled sometimes. Can you just show me that again, please?
Given that I remember,
I know. It's
Yeah.
It's very. I'm a bit tedious sometimes, but I just a fill in, and I don't want to make another mistake. We don't want to make the bosses angry, do we?
Roll me a persuasion check, please.
Oh shit!
With advantage.
It's an 8.
Ricardo smiles.
Look at that beautiful smile.
A really toothy grin. So much so
that's
that his kind
beautiful.
of like gums get exposed, and it
Look at that.
turns.
You've been using that Colgate. I can see there's no plaque at the back of their mouth.
It turns from a smile into a snarl. And we'll leave it there for next time. Let's leave it cliffhanger.
That was great, though.
Yeah, I was
That
silly.
was fucking mental.
Yeah. This prison, I didn't know you were going to infiltrate it the way you did, but in fairness, I thought you were going to use the door. I thought you were just going to walk in. Yeah.
Yeah, fair dues.